Gather, friends. Listen again to our legend of the Bionicle.
Howdy folks, Cub here, and I will be your host for episode 4 of BIONICOMM, a Bionicle community podcast, recorded on September 27th, 2014. Welcome back, folks. So nice to have you here. Man, a lot has changed since we recorded episode 3 of BIONICOMM. Like, a whole lot has changed. Like, how about Bionicle actually being legitimately confirmed by LEGO and announcements all over the place? Facebook, Twitter, not Instagram. I don't know if they have an Instagram. If they have an Instagram, it's probably announced there too. I'd have to go and check. I'm not doing that right now, though, because I'm in the middle of a recording. But welcome back to some other things that have changed. For instance, if you're listening on iTunes and you're thinking, I might want to go check this out on YouTube, well, hold your horses there, because we're now on a new YouTube channel. And if you're watching on the new YouTube channel, hi. Glad you were able to find us. I hope that wasn't too difficult. But I've decided to split away from my original channel, Cub's Place, and start Cub's Bricks, a channel all about Bionicle and LEGO and stuff like that. And that's going to be the new home for the BIONICOMM podcast. So welcome, guys. Thank you all for coming over. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, to Cub's Bricks, and to liking it. And yeah, and if you're listening on iTunes, go ahead and leave a swell review, because we still don't have any. And it's weird because I can look at the analytics. I know people are listening to this show. Come on, guys, just one of you go in there and leave a banging 5-star review about how wonderful this show is, and it will make me very happy. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into news. In the news over the last few weeks, we've got some really big stuff. We have LEGO's official announcement of Bionicle's return. Let me get a hold of my mouse here so I can scroll through these. We have the Mask of Life concept art that LEGO released this past Friday, and we have some leaked early prototype images that aren't that exciting. But let's get started with that news. So LEGO announced over on Facebook and on Twitter and other social media sites that Bionicle would be coming back, and they created an official LEGO Bionicle fan page on Facebook, which I'll be linking to in the description, and they posted this message. Let me read it to you in my best epic voice. It is told that there exists a mask that will grant its bearer unspeakable power. Made from raw magic and solid gold, it is an artifact crafted with absolute precision and timeless skill. It is known as the Mask of Creation. Welcome to the world of LEGO Bionicle. We are ready to take you on an epic quest to find the masks of power. It will be a journey you will never forget. Stay tuned, #Bionicle 2015. That wasn't really so much epic as like a constipated like Scottish fellow, but you get the idea. That was posted to Facebook. There's a similar but much shorter message posted to Twitter, along with a link to the official Facebook page. When I first saw the Facebook page, I thought it was a hoax. I was like, no way, this isn't real. So I went to the Twitter, and sure enough, there on the official LEGO Twitter, they had posted the link to the Facebook page, therefore legitimizing it, so thumbs up to that. And so I hopped over, I liked the page. It's the only thing I get on Facebook now for, because honestly, who uses Facebook still? And it's really exciting. Along with this news, they also released like a little video, a little promotional video of the Mask of Life. Not Mask of Life, Mask of Creation, my mistake. Mask of Creation sitting on a pedestal. I'm having word problems today, and it's spinning around, and there's like noises and chanting and wind, and it's really great. So go check that out. Link in the description to the Facebook. And because I know some of you will be doubters, I'll put a link to the official LEGO Twitter message so you can go and confirm that for yourselves. Already got some community feedback on this one, right? So the Brick Rookie says, I'm so happy Bionicle's coming back. I'm happy too. I cannot be happier. Bladebolt465 says, thank goodness. I've been sitting on that hype train for a while now. Since 2009, #Bionicle 2015. I know where you're at, man, Mr. Bladebolt, who, by the way, contributes a lot of stuff to this show. Lots of comments and stuff. Thank you so much for that. But I know exactly where you are. I've been waiting for this to return since 2009. I never doubted that it would come back, unlike some people out there. And then last comment on this bit of news is from Gresh Legacy. Cub, that coming soon sign for Bionicle's back. I checked today, it's there. And it certainly is. If you go to lego.com and type in Bionicle, that good old coming soon page from a few weeks back is back up there. And so we know that they're working on something. And actually, a fun aside, if you go to www.lego.com/en-us/Bionicle, it'll take you to the official concept work in progress Bionicle page on the Lego website. Right now, it's just the Mask of Creation it's just sitting there, and there's a background, and there's Bionicle on the top. They're still working to add stuff. I'd assume we'll be getting an official release sometime around Comic-Con, which is where we're going to find out more information, so sometime in October. But if you just want to go over there and say, yeah, I went to the Lego website, you can go to, or I went to the Bionicle page. That's it. It's YouTube, lego.com/en-us/Bionicle. I'll have a link in the description for that. And, of course, links to Facebook and Twitter. And that was our first news article. And it's exciting, guys. It is exciting. Bionicle is coming back. And I talked about this a lot already in another video that I uploaded, just kind of going like a news update sort of thing, because I didn't have the time to record a full podcast. And I really like where they're going with this. It's an artifact crafted with absolute precision and timeless skill and magic. I mean, come on, raw magic in gold. That harkens back so much to the original storyline from like 2001. It's got that feel. If you look at the Mask of Creation, it looks incredible, and I can't even go into how excited I am about this. It looks really great. It looks like they definitely took their time with this one. Just judging by how much emphasis they're putting on this, I think that the story is going to be pretty solid, and I'm very, very excited about it. So after the official announcement, LEGO promised us more information at the upcoming New York Comic-Con in October, but they also promised to share something cool with us, which was on Friday, September 26th. I also uploaded a video about this. It's the Mask of Life concept art. All right, so over on the, again, official LEGO Bionicle Facebook page, they posted this. Let me do that. Let me do another dramatic, awesome voice here. Get a unique sneak peek of the epic quest into the process of the Mask of Creation. The process evolves from concept art to 3D to prototype until we unite them all to reveal the real thing. This is just a short story how Bionicle has risen again. Stay tuned for more. #Bionicle 2015. And we will be patiently waiting for more. I don't know if they're going to release more on Facebook or if we're going to learn more at Comic-Con. I'll have a link to this, though, and you can go check out the images. Some of these images are really awesome. You get to see the creative process behind making the mask and kind of bringing it to life. You also get to see in a couple of these pictures a huge, buff, bulk being wearing the mask. It's Artaka. We don't know if it's Artaka, but I would assume it's Artaka. I saw a couple of people comment, oh, it's got like green wisp coming out of the back of its head. It's Makuta. We don't know that. It could just be Artaka in the Mask of Creation. Either way, it looks really epic. And one of the images, if you look in the background, and I don't know if this is just concept background, like they didn't really know what was going on, but you can see the ruins of a city. It's one of the pictures with, I think it's the Artaka being, we'll call it that, wearing the Mask of Creation. He's standing on the right side of the photo, and then all the way over to the left, you can see what looks like the ruins of a massive city in the background, kind of fogged in cloud and smoke. I don't know what that could be, but if that has any bearing on the story at all, it's going to be really, really epic, and I love the feel that it presented. So definitely go check that out, guys. I'll have linked in the description to the Facebook page where you can look at all 10 photos. They released 10, and they're all really cool. Our third news article is about some leaked prototype images. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I don't know why I said yummy, yummy. They're not delicious. Don't eat the prototype images. All right, it's going to be tempting now that I've said that to print them off and eat them. Don't do it. It'll just taste like paper and ink, and you'll probably get sick. All right, so let's just say that a collection of prototype images was discovered by Messneck, famous for the Three Virtues podcast. If you don't listen to that show, I highly recommend it. These images feature a Mask of Life in the top right corner, as well as some rough computer-created images for the Winter 15 set. So we've already seen most of these before in the early leaked, like box stand leaks that we had, sort of the first round of leaked photos. These actually look like they were created before that. They are extremely early prototype. They even have a Mask of Life in the top corner. And a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, it's a continuation, Mask of Life. No, I think that was just a placeholder because they were not finished with the Mask of Creation yet. I highly doubt that they have anything to do with the Mask of Life, considering so far they've been pushing the Mask of Creation as sort of like the main theme of the story. I think when we actually get the box sets, if there's anything, it will be the Mask of Creation on the box. And the Mask of Life is just like a placeholder image. But you can go look at the images. Again, they're very early, probably earlier than the original leaks that we got way back in, what, August now? June, July, August? It's been a while. But if you want to, you can go look at them. A few things that I find interesting to note is that if you look at the Tahu box, it appears that it comes with a gold, moderately updated 01 replica How. I mean, it looks just like his original mask. It's crazy, except it's gold. And slightly updated. There's some little changes to it. Now, I'm not sure if maybe that was just a placeholder for something else that's going to come with it. Maybe the mask that he's wearing in the image, which is, again, a How, but it looks more updated. I don't know if maybe that's going to be gold and supplied with the set, or if we're actually going to get an 01 replica How with this set. How awesome would that be? To get, I mean, as far as saying to the original fans, we're taking care of you here, giving us a Tahu with a mask that looks like the 01 mask and a freaking replica How, that would blows that amazing. You also might want to take a look at Kopaka. He's got a lot of gold going on. We knew that before, but he's got a lot more. Gali has a massive hammerish weapon instead of hooks. Don't know why. Don't know how I feel about that. But it is what it is. So I guess we'll just have to get over that. And the Lord of Skull Spiders on this box, his box in these leaks, is called the Krata Spider. So many of you may remember Krata as the little slithery wormy things that lived inside and controlled the Rakshi, or the Rakshi armor, I suppose. And so that's an interesting name for the spider. I don't know where that has any bearing on the story, but it is an interesting fact. Now, again, placeholder. A lot of the things going on in these images look to be placeholder. So that might not be his real name. They might have just thrown that on there. Yeah, Krata Spider. That sounds like a good name. But, yeah, so I'll have a link in the description to the gallery where you can go check those out as well. Welcome to Theories, where we'll discuss theories about Bionicle, the line of toys, the story, whatever you guys want to theorize about. Comment down below if you're watching this on YouTube, or shoot me an email at bionicompodcast@gmail.com if you guys want to have your theories read out on the show. Omega Tahu comments, and let me try a different epic voice here. I think that the story is that Artaka dies, but his being was split into the Masks of Power. And so the Toa have to find the Masks of Power, rebuild Artaka, and bring peace back to Spherus Magma. Alongside the Protectors, who were made to protect the Mask of Creation in case something like this happened. Defeat the Skull Spiders, who were summoned by Veleka, created from highly mutated Krata, and defeat Veleka. Which is an interesting theory, and actually, before I say anything about it, Irrational Rock actually replied to that post saying, in one of the leaked images, I think it was the display box thingy, it showed a pair of eyes lurking behind the Skull Krata, which suggests that he isn't the main villain. If Lego accepted my homage and sacrifices, it may be Veleka, because I would love Lego to see him as a major character in the plot. So we have two theories there, kind of Omega Tahu's theory, and then Irrational Rock kind of building off of that Veleka will be the main bad guy, or Veleka, I can't say the name correctly, I'm sure. But for those of you who don't know, he was a great being in disguise. He lived in the Matoran universe, had some pretty big roles in the 2006 storyline, and then in 2009 was attempting to kill a lot of very powerful beings in an explosion, including Artaka. If this is a continuation, and instead of just putting us years forward, they're actually going to kind of pick up some of those loose strings that they left behind, that would make a lot of sense. Veleka is the main bad guy. Artaka was destroyed. The Masters of the Elements have to go and find... Actually, that would make a lot of sense for the Toa. If we have Glatorian, who can now use elemental powers, thank you, by the way, Matt and Nui, then that would make the Toa, the original Toa Mata, who were the most powerful Toa, sort of the masters of their elements. So we could still have Toa, but then have, like, element masters to... Oh, that'd be cool. All right, sorry. Got majorly sidetracked there. So Omega Tahu's theory is that the Toa are the Masters have to go and find the mask, rebuild Artaka. I'm not sure why they would rebuild Artaka. I think they could probably just, like, shove the mask on Tahu, and we'll make Tahu the master of creation. Because Tahu's a boss. Bring peace back to Spherus Magma. It's a good theory. It's a solid theory, and I think that it makes a lot of sense if we're going to pick up where we left off. I don't know how I feel about the mutated Krata being turned into Spider Krata. I think that might just be a filler name or a placeholder name, but we'll see. And I agree with the Irrational Rock. I don't think the Lord of Skull Spiders is going to be the main villain. If you look in the original box art, there were eyes in the shadow staring you down. And I think whoever that is, it'll be the main bad guy. I don't know if it's some reincarnation of Makuta or Velika, or maybe it's just the Skull Spider, like from a different perspective with like his eyes glowing. Who knows? We might not even have a main villain, and it might just be Toa versus the elements. But whatever it is, we'll find out soon enough. 3161 Beat says, what if the Toa, or Masters, will turn into Turaga at the end of Wave 1 or 2 and bring in a new Toa team? When I was a kid, I loved the complex story of Bionicle. I enjoy it more than any story I have ever read or heard, like Transformers and Star Wars. Well, hold on there. The original Star Wars trilogy was amazing. Let's not diss that, okay? But I will agree. Bionicle's story is really awesome. And to theorize that the Toa Mata will turn into Turaga, I don't know how I feel about that at all. I think the Toa, through the entire original, 9 years of Bionicle, were always Toa. They were always Toa. And I don't like the idea of Tahu suddenly being... Oh, no. That would... Oh. We'll find out. That's the problem with theories, is we don't know. I don't know how you feel about that, though. If the Toa were to turn into Turaga Tahu, I mean, it's kind of going to be hard taking Tahu seriously as a Turaga. He's a little... Oh my gosh, can you imagine Kopaka? I was about to start dissing Tahu, but geez, Kopaka. Turaga Kopaka. Surprise. No, okay, well, there you go. That's the theories. If you have a theory, submit it. I'll talk about it. And let's move on to the random section. Speaking of the random section, welcome to it. This is where we talk about everything else that you guys have submitted to me. First off, we have an email from, I'm going to mispronounce this, it's Thrognar Iron Fist. And I'm not going to do an epic voice for it, because the epic voice is really annoying, and I think you guys are probably going to be upset with me for it. So let's just start off this email. Dear Cub, I am a massive fan of Bionicle. Ever since I got the first gen Toa Metru Matau for my 5th birthday. I had the encyclopedia, the comics, the chapter books. I even taught myself to write in the Matoran script. I mean, haven't we all? That's the sign of a true Bionicle fan. When you've taught yourself how to write in the... Okay, I'm sorry. Back to the email. I have looked up the photos, and while it is amazing they are coming back, they're not using original pieces. They're sticking with the Hero Factory style snap-on pieces. But let's cross our fingers that either way they are going to add on to the original storyline, which I don't know what they could do after Matt Nui died in the last Klatorian comic, or create a new storyline that can hopefully fix everything up. So gather around, my friends, and listen to the tale of the Bionicle. Thank you there, Thrognar Iron Fist. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It's an epic name. Thrognar Iron Fist. But yeah, so, I don't think Matt Nui died. I think he sealed himself into the mask and then flew away. So he's not dead, but it'll be refreshing to have a story without him, I think, for a change. And I can see tons of places they can go with that. But yeah, onto the building. Yes, they are still using, from what we've seen, I mean, if you look at the early prototype images, you can tell the sets aren't complete yet, but they are continuing to use the CCBS, the character and creature building system from Hero Factory, and I'm kind of okay with that, so long as the story is enough to keep it interesting. I would like to see some bigger, more complex, original Bionicle sets, but we'll have to wait and see what LEGO does. I think LEGO probably knows their audience. They know how to sell toys. And I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But I can see a ton of places for the story to pick up and continue on. For instance, like we were talking about earlier, Velika destroys the thing he was going to blow up. Artak is dead. Got to find the mask. There's a spider on the roof. Moving on to the next little message. We have a comment from Alejandro Warner, who says, "You look like Aaron Paul." In parentheses, Jesse Pinkman. I actually did not know who that was. I had to Google it. I have not seen Breaking Bad yet. It's something I keep meaning to watch, and someday I will. It's just as of right now, I haven't. But when I first Googled Aaron Paul, I was like, hey, isn't that guy on not Fast and Furious? What is it? Need for Speed, the movie. I was like, yeah, okay. I look like that guy. That's fine. So thank you, Alejandro. I guess that's a compliment. Next comment is from Alex Garrett, who says, "Hey, Cub, do you plan on getting every Bionicle set on day one like I am, or just spacing out your purchases?" And that's an excellent question there, Alex. When I was a kid, I used to think about, when I'd go out and buy a Bionicle and I only had enough money for one of them, I would think about my future when I was a grown adult, and I would think, man, when I'm grown up, I'm going to get all the Bionicle sets at once. And not a whole lot's changed. I plan on ordering them all as soon as they're available on LEGO shop at home. I'm not going to go out and buy them. I'm too lazy. But I will be doing an unboxing of all of them. Like a big unboxing of me cutting open the box with all the sets in it and like looking through the sets. And then I want to do an unboxing and build of each of the sets. I think that would be pretty cool. But Scientist, I'm not kidding, that's the username. But Scientist says, just wanted to say I really do enjoy your voice compared to most Bionicle commentators. I really hope you do an analysis impression on the new leaked photo soon. I'd really love to hear your opinions. Keep up the good work, man. Well, thank you, But Scientist. I like my voice too. I had to listen to it a lot because I do a lot of editing of like gameplay videos and things for my gaming channel, Cub Games. And so I have to listen to my voice a lot, and I'm not that conceited. It gets on my nerves, but I'm glad to hear other people like it. And actually, that's not the only comment I got about my voice. I got another one from, Vasilji Injak. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. He said, I really like your voice. It'd be awesome if you could do Bionicle reviews here. And I will be. I will be doing as soon as the new Bionicles come out. And then to wrap things up, we have one more comment from Irrational Rock who says, are you going to keep the white background or are you going to bring them back to yellow? And this is in relation to the BIONICOMM, I guess, poster image or backdrop. It's white right now, and I'm going to keep it white because that's sort of the theme I'm going with across my whole channel. It's a nice, clean-cut look, so it'll probably stay that way. I don't know. I might alternate colors at some point in the future, but for now, it's definitely going to stay white, yes. And we've tied it all up in a neat little package. Thank you guys for tuning into this week's episode. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, requests, things of that nature, either comment if you're on YouTube, shoot me an email at bionicompodcast@gmail.com. All that information is down below. You can tweet me at TweeteringCub, follow me on Twitter, or you can actually go to one of the Bionicle sites like BZ Power or the TTV forums. I'm on there. Find me, friend me, links in the description, and we can keep the conversation going. If you want to have something that you talked about, send us in either a news article. I say us, it's just me. Send me in a news article, maybe something for talkback. So if there's anything in this show you want me to talk about again, or maybe you have a comment about this show, could be featured in next episode's talkback. Leave your theories, leave your random comments. I love them all. And to the whole community at large, I was going to say something Bionicle. I don't know. This is the way of the BIONICOMM. Bum ba ba dum ba ba dum ba ba dum ba ba dum ba da.